Naples even like fun, you think? That's like the worry of I've never played Naples because they look too overpowered to be fun, but maybe that's like just, you know, maybe that's not true. Just like it seems like so easy. What do you get it? I didn't even look at their advances. I would just look at Naples and just like they don't look like they would be fun. That's like meh, mediocre, terrible. They're terrible advances, jeez. Terrible. Is their culture good at least? This is freaking terrible. So that's like okay. Yeah, are they? I mean, do they? Surely they're not the worst, right? I guess, bro. We can't go Turkish. We've reached our quota. We can't do that ever again. I'm sure it's good, but I'm not gonna do that again. I've used that too much. Never again. Bored of it. Yeah, I just like Naval just always seems kind of boring because they're like so strong. But maybe they're not. Maybe they're not boring. I don't know. Maybe they're fun. I just like I'm not particularly impressed with their advances either. But I'm sure like I guess the advantage is that you're just like giga strong, right? No, we're not doing that ever again. To be honest, the whole Turkish thing. The way we've done that enough. I only like doing things that are stupid a number of times. Um, yeah, I mean, I think I even have one more video where I do it, and I don't even know if I want to do that. But I only wanted to do it. Maybe I'll just show the opening of the video because I did like a no CBE Byzantium opener. But then I did the Turkish thing there too. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to show that in the video. It's kind of boring. It's good, but it's just, it's like, yeah, you could go to China every game, but actually though, I think the run that I did, my last video, was the hardest run to pull off I've ever done in the game. And if it looks like it was like easy, it's like, no, that's literally the hardest thing I've ever done in the game. The video with Bohemia. That run is so logistically hard, and I had to reload so many times, and I had to practice that run like multiple times to get there. I like, yeah, that's if it looks like OP and easy, it's like, no, that's literally the hardest run I've ever played. It's just like insanely hard. Everything has to go exactly perfect for that run to actually work. It's not like it's very not repeatable. It's just something you do like once, but it's like it's so freaking hard to pull off everything. Like you have to get good RNG on the way there. It's just like actually insanely hard. That's what like people don't probably realize is like I had to reload like so many times, so many reloads, and it's so aids to edit that type of stuff. Like it's cool, yeah. It's like it's an insane strategy, but also it's like your campaign ends in 40 years too. Like you know, it is what it is. But it's just like it's so freaking hard to pull off. There's so many things that go wrong. Like so many different things go wrong. Like China could take the wrong land and then you don't get a border. Like you have to get rebels don't pop the way you need, and it's a mess. Because you don't have time. Like you have to rev to get the mandate in time, or it's just too late. And that's like not particularly easy. I got lucky in the run. Finally, I did it. I had to like try to like give away money, just take random loans. It was like really hard to figure that out. But yeah, it's a nightmare to do that logistically. Like actually, it looks like maybe it looks impressive or easy from the video, but it's like no, that was the hardest. It was like the hardest run ever to pull off. I don't know who I want to play. I kind of want to play in Italy. I was thinking to try Naples, but I don't know if I even want to. They just seem so brokenly overpowered, like no resistance. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's fun to play, but I have not played Provence. Like who's interesting? There's a lot. You know what nation I maybe should play that I haven't played, or a couple, is Lithuania. But maybe we'll say that for later. But I'm like that's a nation that I've been interested to play. I never played Genoa either. Maybe I should. I mean, there's a lot of people I haven't played that I want to try. How many DHEs did they have? Like, do they have like a good amount of content or not really? I don't know. I haven't tried Bulgaria or Serbia in like forever either. I think big nations can be boring, but like you can make them fun. Like for example, the Bohemian run I did is like there's a lot of stupid stuff you can do with big nations that make them fun, but if you just play standard, yeah, it's not very fun. Like I like that big nations allow you to do stupid stuff. Like if I'm playing Castile and I try to block everyone else from colonization, that's actually still kind of hard to do and interesting, right? Because you like the bigger the nation, the bigger the goal kind of mindset, right? So I think big nations can be fun if you just like your expectations are higher. I don't know. There's a lot of nations I want to try. Hmm. There's a lot I want to try. Totally agree. Totally agree. If you're playing a big nation, it's not that fun to play if you're just gonna like if you're playing like a normal human, it's not that fun, right? Like if you're totally agree though. Like if you're just gonna play the game like a standard game. I think the A tree kind of sucks in general because the way that the game is right now. Like it's just like no one ever expands, so you just like if you expand, you're just gonna outscale everybody because no one else does. It's like no one. It's like almost like the AI is just off in A tree. It's kind of how it feels to me. But that's not the same with like the rest of the world. Look who are Padu. I think Padu's kind of boring because it's just dev, right? It's like not really a attractive bonus to me. Verona's interesting because they freaking get the antagonism reduction at level at base, which is insane, and their event. I'm curious to try Verona with like the new because I know you can't get like infinite money from Luca anymore, right? Ooh, efficiency of cabinet. That's kind of nice. Yeah, but it doesn't even happen in the game. I mean, the biggest issue is that the H tree doesn't blob at all. Like they need to it needs to consolidate a little bit, I think, to be interesting. Because if you're Brandenburg and you blob a little bit, like no one else blobbing means that like you just it's just not interesting. Again, it's like playing with the AI off. Like I think Germany kind of sucks. I played it a lot, but it's like it just kind of sucks. But to some extent, I think Italy kind of sucks too because of the fact that they're in the H3, at least early. It's like the same problem. Just like the AI can't keep up with you. But maybe Bologna's interesting. Like the cabinet efficiency. Well, I think that the H3 is just too restrictive in antagonism for the AI to actually like. It's not even a player issue; it's more of an AI issue. Because the player can just like spam improve relations and that's OP, right? But like the AI doesn't understand that they should get negative antagonism. That's just like I don't know. The H3 kind of sucks. Like I think like this region's the best in the game. I think like the most fun. I should try Bulgaria sometime. I think they got like updated, didn't they? Is anyone good like what's like a good who's fun over here? Yeah, yeah, like I agree. That was fun. The AI was the most fun then. I'm considering playing like somewhat modded too. But I guess it would screw up the Gilson Givels and stuff. I think just like the H3 is in such a bad spot, it's like probably more fun to just dismantle the H3 every game. Like with a mod or something. Because if you dismantle the H3, they actually like people start playing the game. Is what I noticed when I use mods. Like it's like really alive over there. If you just like if you just like instantly dismantle the H3 when the game starts. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot of issues though. Like I think improved relations is kind of bullshit. But what should we play? I was gonna do Naples. Maybe I mean maybe I could do Naples. There's so many nations I'm like considering now. I'm like, I haven't played Muscovy in a long time. Are they fun? I could be interested to play Muscovy. Corsican? Like who? Like these guys? I don't know that attrition would be like, I don't think that's like that big of a it's hostile attrition. That doesn't seem very interesting though. Because you're gonna be invading them most of the time, right? Like yeah. Yeah, it's like kind of a boring modifier because it's like defensive. What is that? Oh, is this like the slave raiding thing? Could you know a slave raid? Does anyone know? That could be interesting. Like I'd be down for some weird slave raiding Genoa campaign. Do they do that? I heard someone can like slave raid in Italy or something, maybe. Did wait, but Didn't someone say that they could? Like, I swear someone said they could. But I don't know. It wants you to. Oh, no, wait. I was just saying that. It's Genoa. Is it fun? Like, what version of slave rating is it? What? Oh, I can't switch. It's trolling. Is it like a fun version of slave rating? Like, how does it work the same way as normal slave rating? Yeah. Yeah. You don't raid? You don't raid at all? That sounds freaking boring. I can't raid. I want to figure out like in my campaigns when I've tested slave rating, it's like really unknown. Like here, let me show you some random funny thing that I did. I was messing around in one of these campaigns. It's funny. So I was like trying to figure out like what would happen if you like sent like millions of people to the gold. And I was messing around with that. It was pretty funny. I could do this campaign. I don't know what year it was though. I feel like it was later, 1600. Was it Castile or was it? I can't remember. Let's see what this was. It may have been this. I was trying to have one location be a higher tax base than France. And it was like, but it's like hard to figure out what to do because it's like maybe I just don't understand the system as well, but it's like, okay, once you get if you have 100 and like if you have over 100 levels in a gold mine, right? Like here, okay? So I have 164 levels in this gold mine. But it's hard to keep the price of gold like high, right? And so I have 2,500 whatever tax base here, right? But then it's like, okay, but then I was like, okay, maybe I need more jewelry building, so I put a million people here, right? But that doesn't seem to help. So then I tried to trade away all of the gold, but there's not enough demand in the world or within within my range at this point of the game that can like take like I can't. Like it hits a point where it's like you can't trade any. There's no possibility to export more gold than I am. So then what is what do you do at that point? I think I started just trying to spam jewelers guilds, and it was just like I don't know, and I'm not even like quite maxed on it, but it's just hard to keep the price like good on gold. Like I'm like that's probably not the way to go about it. Well, because why is that? Uh, I don't remember. I don't know. It's just not enough. Maybe I just didn't build enough of them. I didn't give them enough time to build. I don't know. How many did I build? I feel like I built a lot, or I tried to. I built 265. Maybe I needed more. Maybe that was the issue. So I didn't let them build. But I literally made this location just to try to do that, and it's like that's not even that. Like the amount of money I make there is like minuscule in comparison. I feel like it would have been more valuable for me to like find a silver mine and then repeat the efforts. Right. I think right now it's like pretty stable. Yeah, it's going down to like barely down. I think at one point I had it up to like 10 though, but then when I got the the patio building, it became hard to like before I had the patio, I had enough trade to like trade it all away. So it was like kind of nice. But then but then I started thinking like, okay, what if I had like enough what if I demanded it? Like what if but then I don't know, it just got complicated and I was like, okay, F this. But it was a funny idea, right? How can I abuse that? The problem is that I keep supplying more and more respectively, and it's like there's not enough demand. But it feels really weird to just like export all your gold. Like I don't it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I don't understand this. Like I don't really understand trade necessarily though in the game, so that makes sense. I wouldn't understand. It wouldn't make sense. How only making 1K a month? I just am not. I think it's because I'm not playing the game. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Like I spent 0 time building my economy the whole campaign. Like that's how I'm only making that much money. Like I'm just actively doing silly stuff the whole game. I couldn't tell you why. Yeah, other than that, like I'm pretty sure I have you built roads in this campaign. Yeah, like literally, just like kind of trolling, right? I don't even have roads. That's how I have no money, or I don't make that much money. But I don't have like maritime presence set up. Like you know, it's just lazy. Oh, that seems interesting. Delete delete that, and then it would interesting. I like that's interesting. It would lower my money a lot for in the short term though. Like you know, like half it. But would the price of gold like shoot up as a result? I mean, it does. It's like interesting conceptually. But how fast will the price go down? Because the target price is going down. I don't know how fast it would go down. But it's like conceptually interesting to do that. Because even now the price is like way higher than it's ever been. Like what if you built just like a billion jewelers guilds too? Um, why is that nothing? What? Okay, whatever. Like I tried to build like every freaking. Oh, that was just one market. Yeah, I have like 850. Like I tried to build, even with mass building these, it just wasn't. I don't know. So I did do that. It doesn't really automate that way, I think, because I'm trying to like it's set to try to export the max amount of gold as possible. So I don't think it would. I mean, I don't think it would do that. It's supposed to be like exporting like max amount of gold. So I don't think it would. I don't think it is trading anything. You know, it's not getting gold. That seems like pretty interesting. That's better for the stat padding though, for sure. That could make me happy because maybe I could get to what I want. Huh? No need to unpause. I need to oh, I thought you mean no, I sorry, I read that wrong. Right. All I wanted to do was try to have more attack space in this one location than France. This might work. When can I... So, like, do I just build it as it gets closer? It's going down, though, already. I don't know why. Probably not enough demand. It's still going up, I guess. Are they mad at... Does it, my estates being mad matter? I don't know. I don't know. Jewelers Guilds. I try to build every one of those in the universe that I could. I had to build like a ton of trade build. Like I had to upgrade a lot of stuff just to build more trade capacity at some point. It's close actually. Probably. Like, because if I double this and it's like, I think it's closer than you think it is. It actually might be enough to do that. In theory, if it doubles, then shouldn't it be like almost there? Right, because the price is higher. Because I created a lot of demand for it, but unfortunately I produced too much. But no, because before I had 2,500. Well, yeah, but I don't really care about that. I just care about the tax base, right? How far does it go up, though? It's like 11, maybe? That's going down. It's okay, it's still going up for a sec. Wonder what causes it to go down. Getting too much. Oh, I probably should build the building now, or should have been building it. If I wanted to pad stats the best. Wait, did I build it in the wrong place? Okay. No, okay. What if I subsidize the Jewelers Guilds? Will it help? I think if something becomes unprofitable, you can subsidize it. But yeah, it's not. I don't know if that helps. Maybe it is helping. I don't know if that's what's changed. It seems like maybe. I'm probably paying insane subsidies. What am I paying? Freaking insanity, I think. I'm losing so much money. 600 a month on subsidies. Oh my god. That's hilarious. I mean, I could just keep building it. It only goes up a little further anyways. I might be able to beat France. I might believe. Yeah, the price is going up because I'm subsidizing. Maybe that was the play. Oh, but the Mercury patio is... Uh-oh. Is that, like, complete? Or is it building? What is happening? Oh, I see. It's not building because you're saying the gold is building instead. Is that what you meant? Do I want to build a patio now, though? Or should I wait until, like, the price of gold goes up? Because it seems to be getting... Like, with subsidies, it seems to be going up for a bit. Maybe I should wait. It might, if it truly is doubled, we might be there. That location could have more tax base than France. Oh no, they're up to 5,000 now. They're climbing. Those jerks. That means I need like at least. I need like 45. I need like 2,500. Oh, that's gonna be tough. I don't know if I don't know if it's. Maybe it can. No, maybe it can. Yeah, maybe. Will it go up that high? I think it's going down now. I don't know if it'll go that high. Maybe. That's close. I mean, will it truly double though for a month? Yeah, maybe I need more RGO levels to get there. No, I mean, if it goes up by another ducat, we could be good. I'm losing so much money to subsidize the gold. Fake it till you make it, baby. Yeah, I could see that. But if I get inflation, isn't that like bad? Or does it not matter for what I'm doing? That probably doesn't matter, right? Now we're talking. We're on to something. We're on to something. Oh no, we're going back down. All right, wait. But if we build a Mercury patio, maybe we could out tax base France here. I think you would need the patio for sure. So it's only gonna go up to like 14. And we're only at 2,600. This is not a real run, Nickel. It's kind of a meme run. So I could show you a normal run though in a second. This run's kind of like I was just trying to see if I could out tax base France with a single location. I know, I'm aware it is low. I mean, I didn't try this campaign at all. You know. I just want a month of higher tax base in France. God, will it work? Oh, it's close. No. It's freaking close. Dang it. That's pretty close. It has almost like it has more tax base than anyone else in Europe, but not quite France. It's freaking like only a little bit off. They're at 4,800. It's at 4,700. Close enough. Close enough, right? I built the patio too soon, didn't I? That's the issue. It's pretty close. Yeah, they're pretty close. So we almost have more tax base here right now. I mean, it's fake, but like, it's funny. Anyways, we go back to the real game. Sorry, guys. But if you want to, sorry, Nicole, if you want to see a state, how I like, currently I like to do estates. Well, it's kind of weird right now. I like to play really absolutist right now. But that's not like a good way to play with your economy. It's just like, I like the idea of having faster integration speed because of cabinet efficiency. But generally, I like to take away all the privileges from the nobility, except for royal marriage rights or whatever. Yeah, rage fate the tall players with that. Yeah. It's a pretty funny thing that's like, it's funny. Slave rating to the gold and then trying to get it to like look really, really valuable. Hey, we did good by deleting it and then like minting and everything we did. And subsidizing the buildings and stuff. Oh, trying to max lose money to make my gold more valuable in a location is kind of a funny thing. Yeah, I think minting and stuff that yeah, but the issue that I ran into like with the normal game is like you produce so much gold that you can't export it. There's just not enough markets to export it. There's not enough in like literally in the world. You produce too much gold for the world. Too many tips for getting crown members and generals? Oh, I mean, like, I could give you a tip, but I don't do it. Is like you just need to play the Royal Marriage Simulator game, right? Like you need to manually marry all of your freaking children. And if you're like optimal, you probably need to like divorce on cooldown when you're as soon as your wife hits 30. I think it's 30, right? It's 30 or 40. It might be 40. No, okay. Well, are they going? If they're going to a different court, it's because like who are you royal marrying to? The problem is that you're probably royal marrying people from a different court. I think it's better to just like you probably should try. I don't know if this is better, but I think you can just like royal marry nobles that live in your land, so that doesn't happen. You don't have to royal marry like another nation. So like royal marry like just random people in your nation. I think is better. Maybe it's not better. I don't know, but I think you're more likely to have them in your court if you do that, right? These guys are not old. But I was just looking here. But I think like that might be the way to do it. Or like I have the similar issue all the time where I have like no crown characters. And I just like think that's part of life. Annex Alba, simple. All right, let's play someone silly. Maybe that's it. Who should we play that's silly in Italy? Who's a fun like little nation in Italy to play? Or is it that not fun? I want this giraffe. I need that event again. That's the best event in the game. When you get the giraffe from Egypt, the goat event. Ragusa. That sounds not fun. Like what are you gonna do as Ragusa? You're surrounded by people that you can't win, aren't you? Yeah, then do what? So you just like AFK and get your Netflix open? Is that what you're saying? That sounds like what you would do as Ragusa. Just like open up the Netflix. I never tried Lithuania. That's one of my to-do list. That's weird. You have tolerance. I guess that would make sense that they would have tolerance. You could have really good tolerance. So you're not. What's your religion is these guys? Like I don't know. Your religion is some cursed religion. Do you slave raid? Then Piedmont. Where do they exist? It's so sad they made us formidable. Do nothing. That's freaking terrible. I mean, the production efficiency is okay. Yeah, that's boring. Is anyone fun here? Oh, they look the same. Oh, that's just like a. Same. Well, Montferrat, what do they have? It's okay, it's just a copy paste for like all these little nations. I see. Oh, I'm looking at the freaking culture. What? God damn it. Oh, these have no bonuses? Something about that just rubs me the wrong way. Like, you really give a nation 0 bonuses? There should at least be a default set of bonuses. Hey, improved relations is kind of good. It's, not bad, not bad. Is their culture good? Negative. They're French. Oh. Should they have unique events that become Greek? Why? That's so weird. That seems random as hell. Ooh, Diplo rep though. Look at that. That's like what, -8 antagonism? It's not as good as Verona, but it's not bad. I feel like like I don't know, country bonuses are the way that they've done country bonuses is just kind of a frustrating thing to me. Like, why not? They should just do a standard version. Like, hey, everyone has one per age. Not it's just like so random how they do it. Like all of a sudden you see like France. Like, why is this not even in order? Is that me doing that, or is that just okay? And it's in order now. But it's like, why do some nations have like 2 per age, and then like some nations have like look at Naples. Like, dude, they don't even they have 1 per age. And you have nations that have like sometimes 3 randomly. They're like, oh, for the first 2 ages it's 2, and then it's 3 for the next. Like, why? And then it's literally 3 for the rest of the game after the first 2 ages. It just seems really random. It's like, why not just have a baseline and be like, every nation has 1 per age? And when I say that, I mean like literally every nation, including some random OPM that I click on, should also have 1 per age. Not just like, oh, we're gonna just not give any bonuses at all. Like, just do generic ones, if nothing, right? I feel like that'd be fine. But yeah, that's just one of my frustration things. I'm like, that's freaking weird. I think they could too. Like, you could it's literally an AI task. Just like, I bet that the AI wouldn't even be that bad at generating, like, if you you know what I mean? Like, the AI wouldn't even be that bad at generating bonuses for everyone. I bet. Like, I feel like it actually wouldn't be bad. Like, I think AI could probably do that. You just tell AI to like try to base it off the nation at the time, and make sure they have no duplicates like throughout the ages, or whatever, right? Why should majors have 3 plus though? I disagree. No one should have 3 plus. Like, all you have to do is just give it like, I mean, if I guess if you want to say they have plus, just like give the 1 age. I don't know. It's just I don't feel like they need to do that. You shouldn't have majors for no reason having larger bonuses than normal. The bonuses can be stronger, I think, but yeah, just give them a more OP number. I don't know. I feel like it's just like EU4. It's like, okay, everyone has like every nation has 1 idea group, or like 1 base set of ideas. And that's basically what country bonuses are, right? I mean, I guess they're more spread out in this game, but it's like, I don't know, more or less the same thing. Let's see what ones seem good. Yeah, you keep them performing, which is just like kind of bad, right? I don't even really feel like they should do that. Like, I'm almost like I'm kind of okay if they just made formables, like, not give bonuses, like, it was more just like a RP thing, right? Like a color change and like a that's how I think that's how it was meant to be. The negative 15% antagonism was freaking good. What's the kill you have? Nothing interesting. Antagonism later. I feel like anytime you have an H3, like, antagonism, that's too late. Like, when I look at reforms, I'm like, I'm only looking at the first 2 ages of, like, you know, what do they have in the first 2 ages? Other than that, I probably won't even play that long. I don't know. Nothing. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, nothing. Neat. Just nothing. Either of these guys. Like, what the heck, man? Burgundy has randomly a lot of stuff. That's completely useless. This difficult capacity, just like, I don't know why you would care. What are the golden fleece? Provence gets some stuff at least. Provence actually gets like a lot of stuff because if you think about it, that's 5 things in the first 2 ages. But difficult capacity is such a boring thing, and then that's like boring too. The prep is good, though. I like that. Tax efficiency is good. So I mean, it's not bad. What's like the strongest culture? Isn't like Milan's culture pretty good because they have dev costs or something? Or am I thinking of a different nation? No, it's age 3, isn't it? Yeah. Interesting. Not useful, but interesting. Diplo capacities. I mean, that's the thing that's like an issue with the game too. Is I feel like there's like, maybe this is like mean to say, but I'm like, I feel like there's some modifiers that are just like the devs don't play the game or something. They don't understand that the dev modifier is useless. Like I think effectively Diplo capacity is useless. Like it's like okay, I guess, but like you would never like want it, right? It's like what in legislative efficiency. Like what are we talking about? If they just deleted all the modifiers that are useless, there can you like how many modifiers do you think are useless? And it's like it's funny because you look at modifiers of like why it's like it's just a crazy move to me that they did that ever. That they just like like gutted legislative efficiency and give like they took away the one thing that was good about it and then gave nothing back when it exists so many places in the game. That actually was like such a balance change. Just making it like useless because there were so many places where like if a nation before like there's an Ottomans event that I'm used to that was like gave you legislative efficiency for some period that used to be good and now it's just like disappointing. You're like, oh sweet, I got this, you know, and it's like that's kind of sad. Why does dude monthly control is such a stupid like why not they just gave max control would be nice. That's probably what it used to be. I feel like anytime monthly control exists, it used to be max control. Monthly control is just like a useless modifier, I feel like. For some reason they think like anytime that like anytime in early access when there was a modifier that gave max control, it was changed to monthly control. And it's just like a completely useless thing. It's crazy. It's like you had the most OP modifier in the game to like one of the most useless things in the game. It's just like criminal. Like I would rather have like okay, if something gave 10 max control, I would rather have 1 max control than plus 10 monthly control. Literally every time. Just to indicate like how bad monthly control is. It's not even a tenth of the fraction of power, I feel like. Because it literally does nothing once you're already at the max. And you're gonna be at the max pretty fast. I feel like the only place that it was really OP is if you're playing Muscovy. Legislative efficiency. Or actually, well, it used to be called admin efficiency, too. I don't know why they changed it to legislative efficiency. It's a random weird thing. But like in early access, it was just called admin efficiency. Yeah, exactly. That's what I would think too. But it's like the max control thing. It's like I don't really feel like okay, the Ottomans had +10 max control and that was like insanely broken. But like you're playing the Ottomans, like is it that bad to make the Ottomans really powerful? I really feel like it's I don't know. Like if you change that back, like is it really an issue? I guess maybe like for MP, I don't know. Like I guess. Just the fact that their gov reform used to give, you know, to, like, I think maybe it was 5 or I think maybe it was 5 max control, not 10. Yeah, it was 5. But it's like, is that really that bad of a thing to give them +5 max control? Like the Ottomans? I don't know. I don't really think so. It was just really fun. Right. It's just like I don't know why they have to make things like unfun. Like, I mean, I'm just like because the Ottomans don't even start that strong. Like, I just don't see the issue. I know it's a weird modifier, but like, or a weird thing to like spend time complaining about. But it's just like a thing that you're like more of a question. Like, why did we make this choice? Why? And the thing that really that frustrates me is that it's such a difference. And again, like, it's not even a tenth is as powerful, right? Like, if you look at their modifier, and like, can you imagine how like just the idea that okay, you have this, right? So this used to be 5 max control instead of monthly control. This is a useless modifier. What do you guys think? Am I right or wrong? Like the monthly control is a useless modifier. The fact that they replace max control with monthly control is frustrating because it's so like it's not the same. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I mean it's like replacing legislative efficiency with nothing. It's almost like that. At least it does something, but it's like, you know, it's not completely useless, but it's like mostly useless. Like I don't know. It's just it's not really that useful. Like I guess it's helpful that you can when you integrate land, you like it only takes like 2 months. Like I guess if you were like I guess if you were in theory to like you know every 2 months you move your cabinet because you're playing like yeah maybe it's insanely overpowered in like multiplayer setting actually right because I imagine if the Ottomans if you like move your cabinet every 2 months because you're playing on 2 speed anyways then it would probably be freaking insane right but like I mean but who really wants to play that way I guess because yeah it would be insane if you did that. Because what you like, you move your cabinet like every 4 months, and you'd be like, I guess if you look at it that way, it would be like insanely overpowered. But like, no one does that. No one's going to do that. I mean, that maybe they would in multiplayer, but they're not going to do that in single player. It's way too tedious. I just don't think it's like I don't know. I don't think monthly control. Like, what would you rate monthly control like a D tier, right? Unless you are in a world where you are like again like cycling your cabinet member perfectly or something like that. Maybe we should turn the stream into that, making a tier list of modifiers. No, I'd say F is legislative efficiency because it is literally nothing. Like it's so like F. I think that you like I think you would put the monthly controls like a D tier. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I would agree. Well, it's just like weirdly busted. Like, okay, when you take their culture as like the Castile or whatever is Bohemia, it's really good because yeah, your nation was just robbed, and then you're gonna get your control back in like a few months. That I guess that's good in that particular moment, right? But it's not like good. But you don't care about that after the 4 months that it does its thing. It's like you don't care about it for the rest of the game. Like I feel like yeah, monthly control is like just, but it's frustrating that they take. Here's what I get frustrated by: they take the best modifier in the game, possibly, and then they put it, and then they give you like a D or F tier one in replacement. That's what the balance team does constantly when they take, like when you look at like Hellenism, for example, they did the same thing. It's just like that's what they do. They replace max control with monthly control, and I think that's okay. And I'm like, that's not okay. It's actually really frustrating because you take something that's actually fun to something that's useless. It's like Hellenism used to give max control, and I think that's why would they not just leave that in the game? I don't know. It was fun. It's like, dude, you're freaking Hellenism. It's a fantasy religion anyways. Are you gonna like? We don't need to do it every game, but like it's you might as well. You know what I mean? Like it's a fantasy religion. You might as well make it fun. But I guess maybe there's the again like maybe I'm overthinking the MP problem of like people would, but like it's MP. They could just ban it. Like, is that really a problem? Like I like it like logistically. Like, why would you want to nerf Hellenism from the devs' perspective? Like that would be a question for me. Why do that? Is it because of MP? Is it what other reason would it be though? Or is it just because it's too strong? But like, why would that matter? That's what I think. It's like probably maybe not a good consideration, but it's like, then why nerf it? Because it's too strong. But like, in what context? Byzantium's insanely strong. Like, you had the most broken CB in the game. We didn't nerf that. Like it's just weird. Like, it's just a question of like, why nerf Hellenism? What do you guys think? I could understand. Okay, I think that it's merited to give it less control. That's fine. If it gives 10 control, I think if it gives 2.5 control, it's still fun. If it gives 2 control, it's still fun. You still want to do it because it's still like 2 control to your entire nation is actually kind of massive, right? But when they take the modifier that was really good and make it monthly control, it just feels sad. But maybe I should make a tier list of modifiers. We should do a tier list, guys, together. We'll be one of those streams. What do you guys think the best modifier in the game is? Probably max control. What's S tier? Let's think about this. Let's think this through. Spider construction. That's funny. I don't think Proximities feeds the S tier. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it feels like after the changes to it, I just like never care about it. Let's make a list, guys. I'll put my stream for it. I'll be lazy and do like Notepad. Oops. Okay, what is S tier? Oops, I just closed it. I should probably just do it on my other monitor and then like we'll think about it. There's so many random ones. Hold on. Okay, off the top of the head, what is S tier? Max control, obviously, but like that's pretty rare, right? But well, I guess but like if we're doing S tier, we should do like I don't know what else is like comparable to max control. Almost nothing, right? Like it almost has to go on like a freaking tier of its own level of max control. That's not S tier. I don't think anything can like. Is there anything in the game that you can think of that would match up with max control? I'd almost say nothing. Like it's just too powerful, right? Like max control is there's like nothing in the game that would compare. Like yeah, maybe it's like God tier. Maybe there's like another tier of like or S plus. Because it's almost like it has to be on a list of its own, right? Like max control. I don't know any other modifier that would like translate to that. So maybe it's like a tier of its own level. Like God tier or something. You know what I mean? It's like I think it's just like no prox efficiency like does nothing. Like if you wanted to get 5 max control, you would need like an insane amount of proximity speed to do that. Like to compare it to it, right? Like you're not just gonna get like 10 proximity and it's gonna have 10 max control. What have we done so far? We're just making I'm just like randomly making a list of like a tier list for modifiers. But I think it's like hard to know because there's a lot of modifiers like wouldn't know how to place. I don't know that I don't crown power. Where did I place crown power? I think crown power is like uh it's like the problem with the crown power is like the more you have, the worse that it gets, right? I'd probably put it like a B tier or C tier. I don't know. It's not like super good. Yeah, proximity cost with maritime presence. That's almost like max. I could almost say that's like a max control thing. Like it's basically like it's almost inexistent, right? Like it's insane, but it's like max control. It's like there's like one source of it ever, but it's probably pretty insane because it's you like if you like lower the proximity cost from one tile to another, yeah, that's insane, right? But where do you get that from besides like naval and maybe like I think of the research. I think there's like maybe 2 sources of it that I can think of in the game. Okay, but let's talk about like a couple different things. I'll put this on my other monitor. Well, maybe I shouldn't because you guys want to see it, but I want to be able to whatever. I'll move it back later. But yeah, but those are buildings. That's for max control. Yeah, those buildings are insane. But but then again, those the buildings that you build are pretty insane too. Mountain proximity impact. I don't really know how to value proximity impact. Like maybe I should like wish I could make like a mod that would like see that. Maybe I should do that. Like the idea of the mod would be like that I could just like put 50 proximity impact and see what the value was or whatever, right? I mean, I guess I could actually we could do that pretty easily. Now that I think about it. Let's do that. All we have to do to see the value of a modifier is make it in a difficulty setting and we can change it during the game to see. It's actually super easy to test. That's what we should do. Like I could just go to my mod. Or go to like one of the mods I made and just like edit that. So let's take a look. Like let's see the value of a thing. Actually, I like the idea of this a lot. Actually, figure like this sounds fun to look at. So look at like the value of a thing. I mean, it's hard to rate things too, but we'll do our best. If I rank every modifier, Lilia, that's let's see. So I guess I could just do it with this. I mean, I could just do it with like the extra mod that I made. It's like I have difficulty. So let's just because this will be easy to change if we're on debug mode. I think. I think it's not. Oh, I changed the way that it's actually. Dang it. Okay, it's broken. I think maybe one of my other mods has it. Not that. Where's the difficulty setting one? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I can even just make a new mod for this. Well, we're not doing Naples now. We're doing we're talking about values. You know, what do you do? I'll just make a new mod real quick. That does one thing. I forget how to even do this. Where's the new mod button? Oh, it's like this button. Test. Oh, one. I don't. One. Hold on. All I'm gonna do is make a mod that we can edit the difficulty file so we can give ourselves modifiers to see how they feel. That's all we're doing. By the way. So it shouldn't take, it'll just take like a second. I just need to find the difficulty folder. But then what we'll do is just like, it'll just, we'll just give ourselves different modifiers to see how they feel. Sure. Make TS public. What's TS? Test? TS is this? What? Hold on. I gotta find this file. Where's the difficulty file? I'm dumb. I shouldn't. I've changed it so many times that I can. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's go Turkish again. We're not going Turkish ever again. Besides the videos that have already been made. We are bored of that. So hold on, I just need to do common static modifiers, static modifiers, difficulty. New document. Difficulty. Did I spell it right? Diff. Okay. So that should be, I think we can change that like in game. So we'll have that open and then we can change it. Okay, I think this will work for what we're trying to do. Okay, so let's test this. But it's also hard to like objectively test things, but like we'll do our best. But like, I mean, it's just like me arbitrarily, or even us arbitrarily, like trying to figure out what the value of something might be. I don't think it's like that interesting to make megalopolises though. Like it's just like it costs 20 stab to move your capital over and over, and it takes freaking forever. I think it would be more interesting if I like turned all of Bohemia into megalopolises, you know, and then like abandon China afterwards, and then seeing how like I would continue to run from like, you know, like 1400 after, like it'd probably be like something like 1400. That would be funny. Every city's a megalopolis, and then you know you come back to Europe and just abandon China. Okay, so we're what we're doing is I made a mod that does basically nothing. Or, I mean, it literally does nothing. But then we're gonna edit it to give modifiers to like the player difficulty, and then that should be let us like test things. That's all I'm doing right now, because I want to see. I'm curious to see the value of this. So let's like look at like. We're just gonna look at like, okay, like proximity efficiency. Like, what's the real value of proximity efficiency? Like, we're gonna maybe do like a tier list. But I might put like, I honestly might put dev growth really low, and people wouldn't like that. I think that also that the mindset will be that the game is 200 years long. Like your campaign, like, because I think it's like on average, I don't play, I like rarely play past 1537 anyway, so the tier list will have the assumption that you're only playing as a max of 200 years. Is that like fair? Do you think that's like a good baseline? I don't even think dev growth is that good. Because I mean, dev growth is always 0.1. So like, what's the value? Like, we'll calculate it. We'll give it a fair chance. But I want to put in anything in the frame that the max time that you're ever going to use a thing is going to be that, like, you know, that duration. I have not played Scandinavian like forever. No. Okay, so let's are we gonna assume we have level 1 roads? I think we could maybe do that. I was like, okay, we'll like we'll I don't have debug toggle on. F. Hold on. I screwed up. I need a debug toggle. Why does it crash for that? That's crazy. It just always crashes when you try to do that. Like, I'll just go to properties, just freaking debug mode. Okay. So we're gonna like do some testing to then see if I hate this modifier as much as maybe I just hate proximity efficiency because it got nerfed so hard, or maybe my hate is real. Let's do it. Let's do a. Do you think it's real, or do you think it's just like I'm mad? Or it's like is proximity efficiency like a CT modifier, or am I just being mad? What do you guys think? We might, but we're not playing anything yet. I think I'm gonna be playing normal for like the next couple campaigns. Like I've had enough shenanigans for a bit. Like I want to just play like an Ulm campaign where we just play normal. Some weak nation. Because man, I've played too many powerful nations lately. I want to play like freaking. You know what I want to try is playing Ashikaga. Like I tend to think that proximity efficiency is like an absolutely overrated modifier, but maybe I'm wrong. Like I don't get why people like I see people in the comments like you didn't go admin focus, like bro, like why do I want to go admin focus? Is it because you want the proximity efficiency? Like why do you want admin focus? Okay. Let's just assume I mean there's gonna be a little bit different factors, but let's just assume I wish my mod could like just instantly build all roads or something, but whatever. But I was just gonna like we'll assume we have level 1 roads. Castiel's just a good example because they have a lot of land, right? So we just sort of like play for a bit and let that build. Sure, I mean there is value in Days Full Threat and War, but like that's still an exploit, man. Like, but whatever. Like, maybe it's not because it's been in the game for so long. Like Threat and War is just like actively broken and ignores all the rules of the game. But like, yeah, sure, right. Like you can threaten war on someone you have good relations with, and you don't take a stab hit, or you can have your levies raised. Like it's just like so it shouldn't be in the game at all type of thing, right? Like it just doesn't even obey any of the game rules. I don't know why I'm even taking research. I just wanted the icon to go away. But okay, why are these roads so freaking fail? Get out of here, Winter. Oh, I need masonry. Oh, I built too many things. Oh, whatever. I just wanted to see the roads, man. So and we're gonna test proximity efficiency. But my idea was just like, in the game rules, I have this. So if I think if I should just change that, like, let me see. I think it should work. Like, let's try this. Let's make sure it works. Yes, it doesn't. Oh, it's AI difficulty. Did I put a mod on for the, what mod is the mod on here? I don't even know. How do you tell, like, within the game? Can you look? Mod. Hold on. Just check. I probably should have checked beforehand, but oh yeah, there's what is no, okay, I don't even have the mod on. I'm like, wait a minute. Just select test and I guess debug total is fine. It crashed my game before when I tried this. I don't know. It'll probably crash again. Okay, no, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, I think it's overrated. I feel like Abbott might be the worst of the three lately when I play. People love it. I'm like, I feel like it's the worst. But maybe that's just like the things that I want to do. Like, I feel like tolerance is like really interesting. And I feel like it's like very interesting to like think about military giving you cav combat ability, like light and heavy, being like act pretty freaking good, perhaps, with how OP horses are. I don't know, right? Like maybe I don't know the value of that modifier very well, and maybe we can test that, I guess, right? Too, and we're probably just gonna test all sorts of random shit. That's the vibe. That's the whole point of what I'm doing right now. Like, let's set up a thing where I can just change the difficulty settings and give myself like random modifiers, and then we'll make a list of things that we think are good. Like, what do you guys think? I mean, I think max control, like, yeah, it's a value of its own. Okay, so are we? I think we're starting again, but okay. I think that should work. What did I do wrong? Difficulty player. Let's see. Okay, let's say. Say that. See if that works. I think I must have screwed it up or misspelled something. I think I spelled something wrong because it's not adjusting. Hold on. Spelling's hard. What did I spell wrong or put wrong? Oh, what? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I see what I did. I'm trolling. Okay, maybe we're right now. Well, so I'm trying to make this mod so I can change modifiers, but I'm having problems. Shouldn't it be? I should just look at my other mod and see how I did it there. It's should we right? Main menu. Might just be too drastic of a change. I need to reopen it. Okay, let me try it. I changed my folder structure, so maybe the game doesn't like that. Trying to make a mod that I can edit it in game that will change our modifiers, so we can test. Sorry if I'm taking some time, but then we can make a tier list. You are really good at paying them. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Some say that I'm really good with economy too. Yeah. Armor morale, I have. That's the thing. Well, we'll have to test it, but I'm like, I'm not very good at knowing where that would be. Listen, I'm an eco guy. I said it in my last video. If you guys watched, I'm definitely an eco guy. I'm changed, reformed. What's the most cursed campaign you ever done? In the like in EU5? I was gonna say probably if you count EU4, it's probably like something like Sacrificial Realm. Was probably the most cursed campaign I ever did. Where it's like that was just like so many levels of shenanigans to be able to do that. EU5, what's the most cursed thing? I don't know. Like it's the word curse is kind of like a very like hard one, right? Perfect. Now we're in. Like what exactly is curse? Like I think the most cursed run I did was probably the one where I stacked like the good version of War Score cost, where it was like I started as Austria, plane release as Passau, and then form into Navarra, go Sunni, and then form Delhi, and then go Protestant. Was probably the most cursed. And it was really painful to do all those things. That's probably would be it though. So Austria to Passau to Navarra, Sunni, Delhi, Protestant. And in the mix there, I had to change my culture to Indian, right, to be form Delhi. So yeah, that was probably the most cursed. But I guess you could say the World Conquest was kind of cursed. The World Conquest is interesting because a lot of it I was like learning on the way. Like if I redid the World Conquest, I would be able to do it a lot more efficiently these days. Like for example, I just learned the whole freaking Mandate of Heaven thing's OP. If I would have done those the Timurids originally, it would have been way better. But okay, so let's test if our modifiers can change now. That's what we need to see. So I changed that to like, let's see if I change that to 200, if it's like notable. Can I see that here? Actively updating. So let's change that number to 2 and see if it updates. I don't know if it does update. Let's see. Month pick. They just crashed. Okay, maybe that won't work. I mean, it'll work, I guess, for what we want it to do. We just have to like reload. I don't know. It didn't like it when I just changed the number in the middle of it, though. But maybe like, it's okay, maybe. I don't know why it crashed. Can I not change it mid-game? I don't know. It's fine if I can't, but because we can just reload. But okay. Can you make it so you can change settings mid-game? Like I guess you can't. I don't know how to do that. Okay, so let's just like try to get the value of this, and I don't know that I'll be able to do what I wanted to do, anyways, but we'll try, I guess. I was hoping to be able to like edit the difficulty mid-game, and it would like change the modifiers. Since we're in debug mode, I don't know if it'll let me. This doesn't let you change. I don't even have anything on it. Is there any way to make it so you can change that mid-game? Or is it just cursed? Hold on. So we're gonna test proximity efficiency. And it probably won't let me do this, but what's the modifier? Let's see. Proximity efficiency. What's some? Anyone know what the modifier is actually called? Can't find it in the freaking code. What's a mod? What's something that gives proximity? Like God damn it. What's one source of proximity things that you can think? I guess the admin focus. Is there any proximity? Oh wait, Ottoman's advances. Maybe. No, I'm trying to think like I want to be able to add the I'm trying to find the modifier for proximity efficiency so that we can test it to see how valuable it is. But I think that like what would be a good way to test this easier? Because I think I can't change the settings. Maybe I could change it through like a reform. We could try that. Like, what can I change at like in the middle of the game that will let me update it? That's like what I'm trying to do. And we can start doing this tier list. Cause I did want to see like the value, like what is the value of proximity efficiency? I guess I'm trying. Yeah, I think Rome. I think that they made a. I said this before, but I'm like making Rome affordable with 75 locations was dumb. I might, yeah, I was gonna think maybe making it in advance as well. I was gonna do it as a player difficulty, but I just don't know if it'll let me change that mid game now. It seems to not like that. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe what else can I put it in then? So I was just gonna change the difficulty of the normal setting to like. Maybe I can do it if I go to the menu. I wonder if that's possible. Like, just go like to world map. Or maybe we could do it as like this. We could try it as like something like that. Like just change that. We could try that. It's called Repobo something. Is it a P? I hope it's a P. Okay, I can't even find that in the anywhere in the code. Flavor is where are you? Okay, we've tried this one instead. Oh, for what? Why are you throwing out ideas? I'm confused. Um. Okay, hold on. So we're gonna try it with this instead and see if this will work. I just don't know if you can change these like actively in the game or if it like will just think everything like it did before. I know you can change some stuff while you're playing. New text. Country underscore cast. Let's call it the recon. Okay, hold on. Let's restart. Do you guys think it'll let me change a thing actually in the game, or will it just like brick it? Here, we'll quit it. We'll even go to the restart. Save that. We'll see if it lets us. Country tour. Hold on, let's see. What's so weird? What? I don't understand. Doesn't the Ottomans get some proximity efficiency at some point? What the? I swear they do. Okay, whatever. I'm trying to find what the modifier is called for proximity efficiency in the code, and I can't. Maybe it's something like distance. Global distance from capital speed propagation is what it's called in the code. What the fuck? Is that what it is? It really is that. Oh, what the hell? Okay, whatever. That's just so that's weird, but it's fine. And no, that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Proximity efficiency is called global distance from capital speed propagation in the code. That's fried. Why? I was like looking for prox, like PROX, and it's like, nope. Okay, we'll get back to our tier list, boys. We have to be accurate with this tier list. So is anything on the same list of is anything as good as max control? And I would say no, right? We said no. Or maybe like the maritime one that's essentially like the same thing. It like makes it like the C tile one, right? It's like -1 toward like to the C tile. Like I'd probably say that's probably S as well. But naval's just kind of broken, right? I feel like naval is like it's still just really broken. Okay, so Oh, I freaking did it wrong. I should have changed if I would have done it right. Unless I didn't have the mod on. Do I not have the mod on? Again. I don't know how to tell. Oh wait, I should be able to tell in difficulty. Oh, it is on. Okay. I must have just screwed it up. In-game common advances country underscore cast. Did I not save? Oh, there we go. So I'm hoping that I'll just be able to like change that and it'll not be mad at me. Like change it actively and then it won't hate me. Yeah, it seems to be okay. That's what I was trying to do. So we could like edit it. I don't know if it'll let me edit it like in game though. We'll try it. But the whole point of the test is we want to see how valuable is cost. Why did I write that? Cash. Probably what I meant. So where's our capital? Here. I mean, the part of the test, there's other things that interact with this too, right? We're probably not going to have masonry, right? We didn't before. So how valuable is proximity efficiency really is what we're trying to test. There's probably a command to make like building faster too. I don't really know the commands though. Build. That I don't know. I don't trust it. Who's Bill? I don't know, man. Who is this asshole? Why is it stalled? No. I built like 92 trillion masons. It's fine. I guess it's stalled. No way. I did not say that. It's not a good time to raid though. I'm just clowning with modifiers. But thanks for the raid. I appreciate you. I'm just messing with modifiers at the moment. I'm trying to see the value of. I'm trying to make a tier list, and I'm trying to just look at the value of things like proximity efficiency. How was your stream? Did you get to stream Europa today? Or what did you end up streaming? I had a pretty nice run with Bohemia I did recently. I didn't realize that you... Did you know that you can get reconquests on, like, everything's your core if you go to China during the Red Term Rebellion? Like, that's new to me. If you take the Mandate of Heaven during the Red Term Rebellion, you get like, cores on all of China. I did not know that was a thing. You probably did. You know, you play in that region a bit more. Right? I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing, though. I did not know that. That would have been useful from when I did World Conquest, man. Feels bad, man. Because if you take the Mandate of Heaven later, it doesn't do that. Yeah, so I didn't realize how insane it was. but very cool. Right now we're testing the value of proximity, though. Yeah. Yeah, so I did something kind of cheesy to like get full annexation. Like I almost fully annexed them in one war with a negative 98%. But all I did was essentially like, I guess I could just show you the locations. It's kind of funny. So like over here, I took 3 locations like this, and then I put like forts. I think it was not here, but basically somewhere where I could retreat to. I don't remember where exactly. No, I think it was here because if I had a fort here, here, and here, they couldn't chase me down to here. And then I just hired like a ton of mercs. I won 2 battles, and then disband my mercs, and then just wait. And you fully annex China for winning 2 battles. It's pretty funny because like you disband your mercs because you don't have any now. There's no war score to be gained or lost. So you merc up to you merc up like crazy, win 2 battles, and you get all of China. It's kind of amazing. I think it's a good strategy in general, but it's pretty cheesy, right? Like you're in some sort of war. You win 2 battles, you could just disband your guys and wait for the war score to tick or the length of war to tick up. Obviously, it's very cheese. I've never thought that the way they did war score makes any sense, but it's funny. Just the fact that like you as a player aren't affected by the length of war modifier, but the AI is. Like you don't care how long the war's been. But the AI is like punished for the war being long. But no, I definitely didn't know about that one. What's Fix 3 system? Like, why is it bad? I'm curious because I honestly played Vic 3 for like a little while, and I really did enjoy it while I played it. Funny enough, like I think I got like distracted with other stuff, but I actually liked a lot of the systems that Vic 3 had in the limited time that I played it. I thought the combat system, like I don't know why people hate the combat system so much. It just seemed like kind of like a simulation more of, and that felt kind of good to me. But like the idea that like combat's not super influenced by your skill level, but more of like the preparation that you put into it instead. Oh, okay. Tick to negative 100. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, it's kind of weird with battles. I think I like generally. I think I do like the design principle. Again, I didn't play with it for long, but I don't know. I kind of liked. I would sometimes I think it would be nice if war was kind of like. You ever played Total War and you like go to a battle and you just simulate it like auto resolve? I'm like I kind of liked that system. It let me just kind of play the campaign map more, if that makes sense. I don't know if you played Total War, but you could just auto resolve when you like enter a battle. How did the multi-piece steals thing function? That seems like a pretty interesting. That seemed too abusable. Like I know people talk about EU5 wanting that, like the like you can select things that you would lose and win. I'm like that seems abusable. But yeah, I think that'd be cool if there was like, like I don't know how they would do it, but sometimes I feel like I would like there to, or I mean, I would really like I would really enjoy if this worked. This is one of my most frustrating things about 1.3 because I was so excited for this feature, and then to have it not work at all breaks me a little bit. You know, I'm like, I love the idea of going to a war and letting the AI let the AI fight for you, but then to have it like it just doesn't work. When it does work, maybe it'll be like it'll be fun. Sometimes war just gets a little bit gets a little tedious for me, especially if it's like you have like gigantic armies and it's just so much to deal with. But yeah, I think that's one of my most frustrating things about EU5 is when they release a feature that doesn't work. Like I think that is what triggers me the most. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for this new thing, and then it doesn't work, and I'm like, now I'm like more upset than if the feature didn't exist. Like it's it's like net negative overall. Like I'm more mad that you made a feature that doesn't work than you would have never made the feature at all. Yeah. Like, on the topic of war, though, I think that yeah, Opera Humiliate needs to be nerfed so much. I don't know why it's allowed to exist for so long. I don't know. Yeah, like trade companies. Yeah, I haven't even. To be fair, I hadn't even tried to use them because I just heard from other people they were broken. Maybe I should have actually tried it myself. I just think I heard from like other creators that it was like completely unfunctional. Do you know if conquistadors work now? I haven't even tried them. That's another thing that I just heard was broken, but I haven't actually like tried it. The concept of conquistadors sounded really interesting. Like the idea that you could send out, some guys and they would like kind of conquer land for you. Sounds freaking cool, right? Again, that's kind of like the idea of automating combat, though, right? Or automating war. Like you're basically paying some guy to, a large sum of money to fight for you. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what. I actually saw your video today. It was you have interesting takes on like you make a really good point about the way that they're doing early access, which is like to say like, is it a good idea to do an open beta for for sales purpose? I almost think it wouldn't be, but that's just me, I guess, right? I think it kind of takes away some of the hype a little bit if you like can see all the content yourself before actually having to pay for it. I think that's kind of bad. But like I guess if they want to do that, but yeah, that's for me. It's like I think it's bad, and it's actually bad for the performance of the game, maybe because if you have a DLC that doesn't generate as much hype, that might not be good, right? Just for the game overall, like not even just like um trying to make money, but just like the popularity of the game. It might be better to have releases that are like big releases that people haven't really like got to see and experience. They maybe they should consider like just doing the free features. Maybe they will do that. I don't know. I Who knows, right? Maybe that would be a better approach. Though, is like just the free stuff would be in the beta and not like the DLC specific. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. That's probably smarter then. But yeah, maybe even then is like I don't know. Even then might be like kind of bad for sales because whenever I think of like a EU4 DLC, like you're super excited for the free features anyways, right? Maybe that's even what you're excited for. Like I think it actually might hurt their sales to do open betas like this. Yes, exactly. And those people probably would have bought the DLC to play around with the new features. Because that's how I was when I like I would come back to EU4 and play for like like a week or two with the new DLC because it's new stuff. But if I already played that in early access, I probably just wouldn't. So I actually think they're like actively hurting hurting themselves a bit. I think a small closed beta could be okay, but I don't think an open beta is actually a good idea. Not that I am not that I would know. I'm not like I'm sure they're. I think as you said in your videos, like I mean, their teams should know this. Maybe they know better than we do, right? Like I'm not a sales guy or whatever. But I totally agree with that. I'm like, yeah, they have like I don't know, but it does seem interesting. Like I don't know. Don't you think overall it's bad for the hype of the game to do like the early access for 1.3? I think was actively harmful. At least the original 1.3 that was kind of released in a pretty bad state was like actively harmful for the game. Yeah, like I think it's just bad because like you have all the, like basically like now you know all the features that are new. You've already got the chance to try them, even if they're great, right? It's like you've already like you've already exhausted the new feeling of this thing. So I don't know. It just seems like kind of bad. Right. It does, but I think it's like bad for player count and hype to do that, which is like in a way bad, you know. Because I like, you know, are you really excited for what like when obviously me and you like do this for a job, but you know, like we're not very excited for 1.3. But I think if I was like if I hadn't like seen a bunch of 1.3 and played it, I would be like way more excited to try the new stuff. And I think a lot of people, even if I wasn't a creator, I would probably be opting into the beta just to see what's going on, and then that would take away the hype as well, even if I wasn't a creator or whatever, right? So I'm kind of thinking like maybe it's I don't know, maybe they shouldn't do that. Um, like I really, you know, when I think of Europa DLCs, I remember like watching, you know, they would release like content creators videos like a few days before, and it was like super hype for the release. Like you got to see like a little snippet of the feature, and it got you excited. But I think like actively just being able to play with it ahead of time takes away that excitement. So I don't know. Maybe they ought to consider that as a thing because it's going to take away from that too. Like you know, like I don't think they should do early access for everything like that, unless the content that is behind the paywall is like insanely significant. I guess I don't know. Can we pause? I guess we're just. I mean, all my roads are built. We were just testing this. Okay, so what's the value? The point of my test was like, okay, what's the value of like if I look at one location, like okay, let's just like look at this for example, or maybe we shouldn't look at this. I would rather have like a flatlands. I don't know that I do have that. And no, it's all freaking terrible terrain. I wanted to test. I should maybe move my capital to some like flatlands area because that would be a better test. Oh well, it's fine. It's just all plateaus, and it's probably fine. Okay, so let's see. So we're gonna add 10 proximity and see how that feels. Uh-oh. No. Hold on. I forget what the modifier was now. Some sort of weird name, like oh, there it is. So let's look at. We're just looking at what if we add 10 proximity. So now this should change the control, or I think it will. So it gives you half a point of control for that proximity. But let's go further. So what we should do is test like a line of 3 and like write the numbers down. So do we get 0.5? Is it like consistent everywhere? I should have looked at before. I think I need to wait for the roads to actually like go in a bit more too. Okay. So we're just testing the proximity from Let me make sure that that this source of proximity is real too. Okay, it is. So 10 proximity. Let's test 4 locations. I'm gonna be fine. I'll let them settle first. They need to like go up. Okay. I got carried away and now we're doing a tier list for modifiers. And we're testing modifiers to see if I think they're good. Right now we're testing proximity efficiency. Sorry. So I just want this to settle first. Like, you know, I'll wait for it to like be at like 66% or whatever. So we have 66, 84, 73, 66. So if I add in, let's see, what is this? Oh, so we're going to change that to 2 and see how that affects it. So I need to write this down though. Hold on. So we're just looking at like 3 random locations, but we're going to do 84, 73, 66, just to kind of like get a feel for like how valuable it is. So we added 10 proximity efficiency more. So we're getting like roughly. So the closer away it is, the worse it is. Is that right? Or let's see. So we move from adding the proximity efficiency right there to the locations effectively adds 1 control, 2 control, and then 2 control to those nearby locations at least. Okay. So let's add another stack or another level. So if you had 0.3, then let's see what that does. So it's going to go about 0.5% of control, maybe 1 control. And 1 control. So doesn't seem very effective, does it? Like, it seems like the first like the first 1 or 2 are like pretty effective, and anything like after that is pretty bad. But maybe it's better for locations that are further away. I should have like made a list of all the locations. Maybe. But so if I'm just like mathing this, it's like, okay, so this went 0.5. This went to, yeah, it seems to deteriorate over time, like the effectiveness of each level. 60. Okay. So the first, interesting. Okay, I should have like I need to like go to 0 again real quick and see where they're supposed to be. I didn't put a starting value. So let's see what that looks like. So we take away the proximity efficiency. So we start at 84, 70, I think it was 73, no, 72. And 66. Or no, 64. Okay. So I'll write that, sorry. So essentially, the more that you have a proximity, the less valuable it is, it seems. Like the first 10% is very valuable. Well, ish. Very valuable being kind of. So it goes from 64 to 66 to 68 to 69. I think. This goes from 72. So let's try more like higher numbers though. So let's go to 0.4. How hard is it to stack that? Not that hard, right? 4. Let's say it's probably not that hard. Okay. 70. So sorry guys, we're trying to do experiments here. But I think the idea is max control wise, if you get 10 proximity efficiency, you get a good bit of control. But let's see here. So if you get to 0.5, which is like a lot of a modifier, I guess, right? Then yeah, it starts being not so good. So if you have 0.5, it goes from 6. You basically get like 7 control there. Which is like, I guess not too bad, but it's also like that's a ton of modifiers. And if you go to 1, let's just say in a world where you go to like 1. One should be like a lot more, but it's really not. Like, see? Because it falls off like super hard. But maybe it's like overall good because it is a lot of control. Maybe proximity efficiency is actually better than I give it credit for. But that's more of the modifier than you'll ever reasonably get. What tier do we put proximity efficiency in? Is it S tier? Is it A tier? Is it worse? This is one I actually really wanted to test though. We're gonna test what is the value of war score efficiency. Put it in what? I don't know. I think it's like maybe it's pretty good. Like I think that the value of like it might be like the equivalent of like +1 or maybe 2 control, max control. Like but then like has a follow-up point. Like I think it's like only that way until like the first like I mean the first 10% is like super valuable. And then it's like worse and worse. But I think like maybe up to 30% is S tier. Or like the first 3 sources of proximity efficiency maybe would be like pretty good, right? Maybe it is S tier for like the first 3. Then after that it'd be like the next 2 are A, and then anything after that is like B or C. But that's a weird way to look at a modifier, right? Maybe all modifiers are like that though. But okay, let's try. There's a command to occupy it. That's what I really wanted to do. But I can't remember what it is. Let's look it up. I guess I don't need to look it up. I could just look. I just like. I'll just delete their forts. I don't want the forts to affect the outcome. I guess I only have 2. But okay. So let's look at like war score efficiency. This is the threat in war, so it's obviously like, and it's gonna be a little skewed, but it's just a general idea. So, because obviously like dev and everything, but okay, so we can take 53 locations with no war score efficiency. So we're gonna like add in war score efficiency and then see what that feels like. Let's try it. That's kind of significant, isn't it? So we can take, it's like 8 war score values. So let's see, I mean, how many more locations are you taking as a result? 4? So a location count, unfortunately I don't have enough locations for me to like go beyond a certain point though. But I guess I could do it the other way around, but war score wise. So we're able to take 4 more locations with 10 war score efficiency. If we have 20, it's probably the same thing, right? Look how valuable setting a rival is, though. That's crazy. Like I think you're actually like funny enough. You're like trolling if you don't set a rival. Too bad it's just war score cost though. It's not like attack doesn't cost, right? You can take so much more though with being a rival. But okay, let's see. Let's look at 0.5, which I think is like almost impossible to stack. I don't think it does much at that point. We got 73. Let's go back to like just 1. Oops. So I should make a list of this, but I'm like, is this a good modifier? I don't know. So you have 0, this war score. I think it's like 5 effective war score maybe per modifier. Yeah, so the first bit is 5. The second bit is another 5. That's with rival, but that seems to be kind of what it is. It's like exactly 5 every time. Interesting. So when does it start falling off then? Okay, it's 4 now. Now it's, well, it's worse, right? What was it before? Let's just go back, I don't remember. Okay, so it went from 4 and then to 3. Interesting. Wait, that's 0 value? Huh. 74. Dang, it goes down quick. That one would that's only 1. Crazy. Let's look at this. I'm like, it is super ineffective after a certain point. So it's very diminishing return. I mean, I guess it's like, it's not terrible, but it's kind of diminishing return. This is like an impossible level to even hit, by the way. That's interesting to look at, though, to think about. I was hating on procs. I think that, I don't know, it's interesting to think through. Like, but it's just not relevant in most cases, right? War score cost. But if you think about like, okay, if I like going conciliatory, right, then I'm missing out on a potential 25% war score. And let's say that I pick like a non-diplo focus, then you're missing out on 35% war score, right? So what does that look like? What would the difference be between like those two things? Like basically, because I think a lot of people think conciliatory is better, right? So if you're this would be like, this would be the difference of conciliatory and diplo focus. Or sorry, belligerent in the focus. So it costs 95 war score without those things, and if you add in those things, then it would be 78 war score. I think that's kind of significant when you think about like, but it would only be significant if you were like fighting bigger nations, I guess. is the issue with that idea. So it's like war score cost is good, but only if you're like only if you need it, or even if you can use it. Just because you can take more land doesn't mean you can deal with the antagonism, right? So maybe it's pretty meh. I don't know. I'm like thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, it's probably pretty meh, isn't it? I actually think the just rivaling somebody is pretty good. Like I think I'm gonna try to see if I can do. I don't know if I can do a negative modifier for in advance. No, it doesn't let me. Or does it? No. But if you rival somebody, you get 30. Did you guys know that? I mean, you probably know that. If you rival somebody, you get 33% war score cost. That seems to be like the biggest deal. The antagonism is not affected ever, though, right? Yeah, I don't think so. But okay, that's fine. Thinking it through. Actually, I have something to curious. Can you? I don't know how if you can do antagonism that way though. Is there a way to like set antagonism? I guess I could just take land and then see. I just thought of a really interesting idea. Maybe it's not interesting. A very weird idea. Hmm. Like I was thinking, what if you created a border of one subject and then you did like the enable scuddage? And then like would you just be immune? No one can get to you? You're in a bubble. Anyways. Okay. I'm just thinking about modifiers. Oh no, my game crashed. They could I mean, I think if they declare on you, they would be in defensive anyways. They could, but they wouldn't. But I think it'd be an issue anyways because yeah, that reason. But I was like, do you guys understand the way that antagonism works? Because I'm like, I'm not 100% sure that I understand the percentages. Like, is it like if a nation already has 50 antagonism, do they get like double the amount of antagonism in the next peace deal? So it's like kind of weird, right? Is that how it works? If that's the case, it's like if that's the case, I think separate peace might be bad. Always. Well, not always, but most of the time. I'm actually kind of curious about that. Like, for example, if you take 25 antagonism, like if you're in a war with 3 people, or like let's say you have Navarre here, sure. And let's say that I mean, the game won't let me do that because I don't occupy land. Stupid thing. I need to look at the command. Yeah, but I think that if a subject is scudded, don't they still defend anyways, though? I think they probably do, right? Or how does that work? Let's look at this. So, I'm just curious about, like, the way this would be calculated. So, if you look at Aragon, and we look at, like, what their antagonism would be like for this. Let's just make the peace deal. So they have... Okay, it's a negative number. Okay, that's a bad example. Why are they such negative antagonism with me? I don't know. We'll look at the Granada, I guess. So they have 25 antagonism from that. Wait, did I know CB though? Maybe I did. Or they feel 15 or 25. Did I know CB? Can't remember now. Maybe I did. Oh man, I don't know which locations are theirs. Okay, it's that. Roughly that. What the hell? Why can't you do this with provinces, man? It's so scuffed. I guess you do it like this. Okay, so if we, I don't know, change date. I'm just trying to make it so we're not in the truce territory anymore. I think I just know CB before, right? I think it's like gonna be worse than what no CB now, right? Because antagonism's like based on the amount of antagonism you already have. So what does that give? Like a 1? It's like hardly any antagonism to do that. But then I want to make the same peace deal and see if like how mad they would be. Specifically Granada. Why is my antagonism received at a negative? Oh. So dumb. So it's not even that. I guess it's not that bad. It's like 13% more antagonism because we already have antagonism. It's not like, I mean, it's not like that. It's not that great, but it's actually not that bad of a modifier. I thought it was going to be worse. I was just curious to see how much that is scales. Man, it'd be cool if you could like convert another nation's religion so that it would be cheaper to take their land from some people. That'd be funny. Somehow sabotage them and make their land like Sunni, and then you could take it from them cheaper. How do we make that work? We gotta think about that through. I don't know to think about that. How do we sabotage people like that? Like you like send a missionary to convert their land so it's cheaper for you to take. Oh, I forgot about that. That's interesting. Like it's more aggressive for me because they're conciliatory. How I need to force my values of belligerence on people. There's no way to do that, right? I don't think there's a way to do that. That'd be funny. You like force someone to be belligerent, so you get like negative 50% antagonism. But how would you ever force someone to be like? How would you? I don't think you can. It's an interesting idea, though. I want to force you to be belligerent. Oh, maybe there is a way to do something shenanigan-y like that. I feel like there actually could be some like really weird shenanigans with that, but maybe not. Like if you did something with like plain release as maybe. I could see that being like weird, but I don't know. Maybe I don't see it. I'm trying to think if I could think of anything like that. I also thought of like, what if you like conquered all of Italy and then plain release as, and then it would reset your antagonism, but that doesn't really work because you can't get the cores to the nation. Is like the fundamental issue with that idea. It's good in theory though. Oh, you know what I should see? There's another test I wanted to do. So is each point of relation one? I don't know how that works. Like if you look at like improved relations as a modifier, would because improved relations is a really weird modifier. But if you don't like, yeah, improved relations is a fried modifier though. I feel like because it's not like 1-to-1. Actually, the idea of force converting people to religion could be an interesting one. I don't. Does it cause antagonism to do that though? That'd be actually an interesting idea. And I don't know that it would I don't think it would matter because I think it's based on the location. So if they didn't actually convert it, it wouldn't work. But you could theoretically force people to a different religion and then conquer them, and you get way less antagonism. But yeah, I don't think it would work because they would just they wouldn't convert the location. But I was thinking, improve relations. Like, improve relations impact only is valuable if you actually improve relations, though. I think. Or very valuable, I should say. But if I give, like... I don't really understand improve relations. So if I do that, like, you get 20, but if you do Diplo Endeavors, how much you get from that? How do you see that? Oh, here, 36%. So I guess it is 36. But why is 36? Okay. Hey, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate you. Though I have no idea what that currency translates to. But thank you nonetheless. Hey, $5 is huge. I appreciate you. I was thinking it through though, and it's like, improve relations is weird because what's the value of improve relations? I think it's like really confusing to know that, but yeah, I didn't know that. I was like, I had to Google it. But so you can improve relations, like, what's the value of it? Like, that's always a question. Like, do you guys, what do you think the value of cabinet efficiency is? Is it insane? Is it not? Like, I think it's good, but I might be wrong. Let's see here. So I give myself 100. If I give myself 100 cabinet efficiency, how that's actually is pretty insane. That's interesting. So if you look at how much does an advisor matter? Like if you have like a giga chat, does it matter? But how do you consistently get good advisors though is another question. Is there like a good way to do that? Or just spam the button and pray? Like how do you go about like, do you join orders with your guys a lot? Do you guys ever do that? Like you make your like cabinet people do that? Like can you still assign them if you do that? Like or is it gone? Or is that's the guy, right? Like, but like in theory, is it like useful for you to do that? Well, like this guy did it. So you can join. You can have your cabinet people join the thing and they get 15 skill. I didn't even realize you could do that. Honestly, is that what I just did? How did I do that? Or can I not do that? I don't know. Oh, it has to be an ability. Can you always do that with an ability for cabinet? Like, what is the painful part of doing that? It has a cooldown. Oh, okay. But so if you do that, I was like looking at the value of like, okay, I feel like the cabinet value is like almost 0, right? Like if I put my guy in here, so I have 100 cabinet efficiency. I get 61 improve relations for like an idiot, and a guy that's nearly 100, I get 64. So it's like almost inconsequential, like what your like if your cabinet's good or not, which is like weird, right? Like it's actually like barely worth it. It seems like, but yeah, at least that's what it seems like. But cabinet efficiency is interesting because, so let's just go to like if you go to like 0.1, it's like way worse. That's actually like kind of huge. Because if you think of, so if I have just cabinet efficiency wise, if I have just like 10%, and you look at this, then I get 39% for improved relations. But if you add, let's see if you add like one, what is the value of like 10 cabinet efficiency for this? Probably not that high, right? I think it's like actually insanely low. Wait, it's like 0? Or am I putting it in wrong? I know, it's not going through. Why is it not working? Oh, because I put a space. I think. No, it's just not working. What? It works when I write 1. Why does it not work when I write like 0.5? That's weird. It seems to not work if I put a number that isn't 100. Why? Do I have to have a 0? I guess I do. Oh, it's weird. So it doesn't work if I just write in. For some reason I have to write 0.2 instead of just 0.2. So what's the value of each? I was trying to see what's the value of each 10%. So 10%. So I go from 0.44 relations improved to like 4.6. That's not like that much value. But like each 10% would be like another. But I mean, it is a way to get more of a modifier though. That's pretty hard to get. But if you look at like improved relations, it's like improved relations is an interesting modifier because it's negative antagonism. I don't know much. The cabinet adds a lot. 50%. I don't have any other modifiers. It's just that. So the cabinet there, it's if you had, but that's actually pretty good. So if you're using if you have 50% cabinet efficiency, you can get negative 50 antagonism with that, basically. But I guess that's how you look at if you look at the Diplo focus and you get the negative 20 or you get the plus 20 improve relations, that is the equivalent of like a negative 20 antagonism if you improve relations to the max, which you might not do, but it just depends if you actually use it. But I don't know, does improve relations help you improve faster? I think it does, maybe. Not really sure on that one. Like, what if we put in improved relations to 2? It's go insane. Does it make you improve, like, insanely fast? How much relations do you get a month? 4? You don't really improve any faster, do you? Or do you improve, like, 2? 3? That's funny, though. The idea that you would have negative 300 antagonism. But it's also based on the cabinet efficiency. So it's sad though that your ruler doesn't really, or the guy that you put in charge like doesn't really influence that much. Or do you think it matters more if you have higher cabinet efficiency? I wonder. That's actually a good question. Like, would if you have really high cabinet efficiency, would that make it so that you're the person that you have in charge is actually more meaningful? Let's find out. Because I've easily got to 100% cabinet efficiency. Or fairly easily, I should say. So I think that's like doable to get to. So does your person that you put in charge matter at that point more? 64%. Let's put in the idiot that has 12. No. That's crazy how minimal that is, man. It's so bad. Like it's like it doesn't matter at all who you put in your cabinet. Huh. I think it probably does, but how do you fire somebody? Like how would I like get rid of this guy? Have him marry somebody else? I don't think that would work. Like how do I you can't just fire people in this game. So how would you do that? How would I test this thing? I don't know how, like, what you can do about that. I could maybe, like... I don't know. How? I don't remember how you ever fired people. Maybe there's a way, I don't know. It's just weird, but yeah, it's next to... Like, yeah, I am curious what it would be if I just had no cabinet. But how do I test it now? I'm like, I don't know. How do you get rid of a character? You have to be able to, like, murder them, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that. How do you get rid of a character for all time? Oh, maybe you could... I could put a... I know what you could do with fire. You can make it a subject, I think. That will get rid of it. Try that. Oh, no. I need land so I can make a subject. It's solid, full integrated? There's no way. Wait, why don't we make them... Let me make a subject. Why can't I make a subject? Why is it being rude? Oh, it's like a disaster or something? Okay. Does disaster really not like you make subjects? I don't know how to make the Civil War end. How about now? Are we happy? Great. Now we can see. I wanted to make a... Like, okay, this guy. So there's how you fire somebody. You gotta put them as a subject and then kill them. No, but the value of, yeah, it's like, the value of putting like anyone in is like 4%, I think. Like if you put in the worst possible person you could find, this goes from 55 to 57. Yeah, it's so basically like if you don't like it basically if you just didn't want to put people in your cabinet, I guess that's fine, you know? Like it's not even that valuable to do. Funny enough. Like what you lose like so like the actual person in the cabinet is like such little value it feels like what's this guy's pretty good. I guess it goes up quite a bit if they're like okay. Or does what was the percent? So this is like a good person, 64%. Where are they? This person. I guess it's like okay, like 9%. It's like but that's improved relations. That's a modifier that's like pretty high. Like, but it's like okay, not great though. Kind of useless. All right, let's put double cabinet efficiency. How much do we get? We got 0.24 before. Now we get 0.34. You just have to have like a 200% cabinet efficiency there. And you get so much improved relations if you can. We still got to figure out how to get 200% cabinet efficiency. How do we stack 200% cabinet efficiency? That's truly the question. Like what actually is a good? You didn't really get that much, do you? 0.8. What food? Oh, you're talking to the cats. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's like actually like not worth. It's not that worth putting a nobility into it. It actually might be worth like not worth putting nobility into it. Like, it's just not that much value that you're getting. That's funny. I didn't realize it was like so meaningless. Man, you get so much monthly legitimacy if you have high cabinet efficiency. I'll turn it back to 1 and see what we get. Yeah, you get like I guess you get like 0.1 monthly legitimacy if you have 100 cabinet efficiency. But what else? I was thinking about modifiers for like a tier list. It's like I don't know where I'd put other things. Like where would you put Diplo Rep in the tier list of modifiers? Like A? What does abundant freeland even mean? I'm just thinking though, like what? Hmm. Did you think that rivals are like a huge thing? Like you really need to set. You really should set someone that's threatening rival. It's a lot of dip rip. It's interesting. Like even if you never plan to fight them, you should just like set some strong nation as a rival. So you get one dip rep per rival slot. So clergy are happy. Like what dip rep do you get? Is it significant? No, it's one dip rep for max. How do you like get a good leader? That's actually pretty impactful. You get like up to like I think up to 5 dip rep if your leader's good. But like how do you ensure that your leader is going to be a better skilled leader? You can't. Like, it's like RNG, right? Yeah, it's mostly just RNG. Yeah, always run the like the Hungary one. Yeah. I was thinking about like the age focus, and it's like, how do you even see the age focuses like in like after the fact? I don't even know. But I'm like the admin focus is like, what do people like about the proximity efficiency? I guess it's like an interesting one. Do you guys here like which focus do you guys take here that are watching, and why? You take Dea's Fault for threatened war. That's like that. That's like a valid reason too. Like I don't think it's invalid. I think when legislative efficiency used to be good, it was super no brainer to because you got both. You roleplay age focuses. Upkeep reduction. What does that even mean? What is upkeep reduction? I hate that you get 3 double rep from that. It's like so important, like mandatory for you to use your Diplo slider every time before you enter war. Like the sheer value you get in doing the two things is stupid. Frustratingly so. Like even if without the ridiculous amount of Diplo rep though, it's still like here, I'll fix it. Literacy, like what do you think? Like I guess I don't really understand like why people are so attached to literacy. What does literacy really do? Probably at the end of 2027 isn't that just what they announced today? That's when you get quest chains back, is the end of 2027, more or less. I think that's what was announced today. Literacy does everything? Like what? Literacy doesn't do cabinet efficiency. I don't think so. I don't even like care about literacy personally, but like what does it really do for you? How do you like even like look at this? Like, what does max literacy really do for you? Why is it always at 10? That's average. So it's like probably more valuable for like if you could get the like laborers to get it, because that's going to be like a huge or like the peasants, right? Because that's going to affect your average literacy the most. If it, like so, peasant literacy is probably important. But what does literacy really do in the overall? Like it gives you research speed. It doesn't seem like. I mean, if the main drive for literacy, which I mean, that would be like what I thought. Who knows what I know, but I thought literacy would be impacting your research speed the most. And if that's the case, it's like research speed. I don't know, just isn't that important to me. What else does it do? I don't even know what literacy does. Oh, so like that's it. Is that really all it does? What do you mean that? Like, I don't think it affects anything else. You guys think it does? It affects siege ability. Small number. People seem to value it really highly, and I just don't understand why. Impact says it also increases the impact from what? What did it say? I don't know. How do you even see it? Um, literacy. No, no. I don't think it. I don't know how to see this stuff here. I mean, okay. Average literacy of 10% gives max RGO size plus 1%. Oh, they changed this. Of course, it's defense. Everything's defense. They just want to make the game more and more painful. So it gives. Oh. So is that like the max that you're giving me? So it does a bunch of random stuff. How do you even find what they do? How do you even like see that stuff? Oh, here? I guess it's here. Yeah. So that's what it is. So you get monthly. Oh no, it's not. It's not. They took away the max control. I looked at that and I was like, oh, max control? Nah. Trolled. So nobles are useless. Confirmed. The clerics are kind of useless as well. Like you don't care about assimilation speed or conversion speed, so that's useless. This is local monthly development growth as a percentage. I don't really know what that means as a percentage. Yeah, we don't assimilate anymore. In the ages that we used to care about clerics, but like I think the literacy for these two is useless so far. Laborers are somewhat useful, I would say, but not. But I don't really think it matters because even if you're at 50%, 5% max RGO size isn't that much, unless you have like you know what I mean. Speak for yourself. Oh, of course I am speaking for myself. Who else would I speak for? So this is I don't know. I'm not convinced. Literally, I'm not convinced that literacy is good. You use mercs and you don't care about fort defense, so that's useless. I'm really actually convinced it's really not that good. Maybe the labor is for like the production efficiency, but like not really, because that's like that's not that good, right? Oh, I'm just looking at these. I'm like, I think it's actually really overrated if it's based on this. It's like literacy isn't good. We don't care about assimilation. We don't care about culture, tradition, or monthly control. I guess we could care about this a little bit, but even so, it's not really that big of a deal. Pop promotion, where is that? What peasants get? And I'm sorry, I didn't see. Oh, local pop promotion speed. I guess that's okay. It's like it's decent. Yeah, like, but if you were to like target, so it's like if you were to think about literacy, like you really only care about the literacy of the peasants then. Like you definitely don't care about the nobles or the clerics at all in the meta that we play in. You don't care about the soldiers at all because defense and man you don't use manpower. You might care a little bit about the laborers, but not much. Yeah, maybe burger. Like there's I think burgers could be okay. Although I don't really know how burgers trade capacity like, but local monthly development growth as a percentage could be good. Could be pretty good, actually. I'm not really sure how that works as a percentage. Like if you have a high value, then having a percentage would be pretty good, right? Like is it but like I guess it's not. Maybe I don't know how a percentage versus a flat modifier feels. But like I guess my point is that people seem to think that literacy is like an S tier modifier. I'm like, I don't think it is. I think it's like a B tier or something. I think it's okay, but I don't think it's that good. But I think I don't know. Like I would say it's like not that insane of a modifier. But hey, I learned something new. I think it's like not that good, not that great as a modifier. It affects research, but yeah, I think that you have plenty of time to research everything you want. I think that this is like the equivalent of maybe like 2 max control. So in theory, like yes, you are like proximity efficiency is good, especially because it's the first. If it's the first source of it, it's pretty good. So like the real question when you look at the admin focus is like, is the proximity efficiency worth it? Because everything else is like meh, right? Like I think that's like how you look at the focuses, right? It's the same thing with like EU4 and idea groups. It's like every idea group has one thing you care about. But that's kind of how I look at it. It's like, um, yeah, I don't know. So the Diplo focus has essentially Diplo rep and improve relations modifier is what you care about. And also, I guess, like yeah, proximity efficiency is better with lower control. I don't really know that it is it? Like if you, okay, here's a test for you. Let's look at this. Although Castile's a bad example, because they're so big. It'd be better if I was like Bohemia, but whatever. But if you look at like, I have an idea for you. We could look at the average control of your nation. So maybe we should add like a governor or two. Because yeah, maybe that would be better. The idea would be like if we just test the modifier, like what's the average control of your nation going to be? So but I don't remember that weird ass modifier name. That's my problem. I'm like, I don't remember what that was. Oh, global distance from capital. Okay. So I gotta, well, I guess we just see what it is now. So if you go to 1, maybe I just shouldn't build the buildings. Whatever, it's fine. It'd be better to test it with like the Castile or I mean, someone that's smaller than Castile, because your proximity isn't really going to affect. But sure, we'll just see what it is. Basically, the idea is what I'm going to do is go to my average control and see what it looks like. What's the monthly control modifier called? So I want it to adjust faster. Or let's say monthly control. It's just called monthly control. Okay. Let's look at what the value is like overall. But yeah, it'll be kind of it'll be a little skewed because Castile's just too big. Okay, it didn't work. I don't know. I tried to put global monthly control to 10. They didn't like it. But I think otherwise the other one's fine. Oh, it's percentage. It's okay. I didn't realize it put it as a percentage. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess yes, though, like overall, yes. I think so. Like it's just smarter for your economy to exclusively use mercs. You should never use professionals, I think. Unless you're playing until like age 4 or if you're like giga rich. Like if you're making 1,000 a month, like sure. But you're probably like bored of your campaign already if you're making 1,000 a month, right? I think like in the duration of the time that your campaign is interesting, you should use mercs only. Unless you're just like because you're probably playing them for only the first 3 ages would be my guess for the majority of players, and for those 3 ages, I think that just use mercs. Would be the answer. Why is my capital not at 100 control? What? Oh, my capital got moved? I didn't even do that. The AI did that? Whatever. I must have tagged. I don't even know how that happened. But sure. But okay, average control 22. Let's say it's 22. What is it if we turn it up to... We'll just do the extreme example. So average control is 22. If we turn our the proximity efficiency to max to like 100, what will it be in a few months? It's really not that good. So if we have 100 proximity efficiency, we get like max control of on average of like what? I mean, the problem is we don't have roads everywhere. That's why it would be a better test if it was a nation that was actually smaller. Castile is just too big to like really see the value. I probably don't have roads everywhere too. Yeah. I think like roads are a bigger value, like well, you know, way more important than proximity efficiency. The nice about max control though is that, like it's always valuable. There's no like conditional you need roads or something, right? kind of nice. Like that's why I think like max control is so broken, because it doesn't rely on anything else. Just like, oh, here's 10 control everywhere, unconditional. Monthly change 1,000%. Just want to make sure that I just wanted it to update quickly. You know, that's why I did it like that. It doesn't even work everywhere. Why does it like not work everywhere? Oh, it only works if it's like below the max. Yeah. How do you get max control? Well, you don't really. I mean, peasant satisfaction, I guess, is like one of the main one of the main ways to get it. Like if you look at this, like if I had 0 peasant satisfaction, and you look at my average control of 28, I bet if I just like up this to 100, then my average control would go like way higher. Right? Let's see. See? There you go. 7%. Like in the, yeah. With peasant satisfaction being high. Because the satisfaction of peasants is like, 90% of what controls the satisfaction of your overall. Isn't it funny that everyone's pissed, but it's like, bro, yeah, no. Only the peasants matter. That's why I think that you should not tax the peasants that high, because nothing else matters except their satisfaction, really. Like tax everyone to death. It does, but the peasants. Don't tax the peasants to death, because that just affects your control. Like I think maybe the way is always have a 60%. Max serfdom. What does that do? I forget. Exactly. Serfdom. So, but okay, let's think about this. Let's think through this. Because actually might be more valuable than you would think. So if Central gives you 20 proximity efficiency, what does your nation look like from that to that? Unfortunately, the control will take longer to go down than up. But I want to test that. That would be interesting. Like, what's the value of what's the value of going central? It might be like pretty high. Because remember, your first bits of proximity efficiency are the most important too. It'll take a lot longer for it to go down than it did up, though. Funny enough, like it's not really that much value having, at least in my circumstance, to have the proximity. Like having 100% proximity efficiency isn't that much value. I think like in my particular circumstance. I mean, it has some value, but like that's insane. That's an impossible level of that modifier, anyways, though. But it's not even. Why did I get elected? Game's weird. I don't even know why that would happen. Unknown. Meme. You didn't even see the tree, even if you're elected? So weird. I didn't even realize that happened. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think you just tax the nobles, like always. That's like the play, right? Yeah, I feel like that's the meta right now. Importance modifier. I mean, what does free subjects do? I think actually this is really bad, right? I think you have to avoid this like the plague. Because like peasant enfranchisement, because you're taking money away from the nobility, which are your main source of income in this patch. So I feel like peasant and like enfranchisement is like giga bad, actually, and you should avoid it like the plague. Well, yeah, serfdom would be better because it has less of that, right? But you want to like you don't want any money to go to the commoners. So yeah, serfdom would be good. I think that's like the meta of this patch, which means that republics got buffed in this version because republics can have that. Remember that one law with republics that used to be like terrible. Yeah, I feel like in other patches, but it's like insane now. This one because like it gives a negative 25%. It's satisfaction to the peasants, but like you just don't care. Yeah, you should back aristocracy too. I think you should favor the elites and like max tax the. That's always what I do. Like in my game though lately, max tax the nobles. Also, like Sunni is the most. Sunni is by far the best religion now because of the max tax, right? It's like giga strong. If you look at my save here from my Bohemia game. So taking China is so funny. You're just the richest man ever. I mean, yeah, they should, yeah. But no, I feel like I don't know why the nobility. Oh, I never revoked my privileges, so that's what it is. But like this is insane. Like this is just which one is it? I like it, Van. You should go Sunni every game. Freaking 10% max tax for the nobles for having this estate is so good. Isn't there a way to like cheese getting the Demi somehow too, or is that not a thing still? Like, how do you get this estate? Is it only by going Sunni, or like how do you get it? Because it's freaking so good. Communal lands is just destroying my economy. I wonder how much money that would change in like a month tick. Just that one thing. Like 20. That's funny. Just the enfranchisement of like that. I'm like, what is yeah. How though? Yeah. The combination of this and this is actually so funny. Like if you do this. How do you get the other one? Or maybe you can't do the other one unless you have. How do you get this one? Oh, you have to have 10 authority. That one's so good if you have it. If you can get the like authority. You can only strengthen ministry with this. The other one's like way better though. If you do this and the other one, it's so good. Let's see, can you do like I don't know the command for that. What's it called? Imperial Authority. Is that the one? That's probably not the one. No. Mandate. No. I have not played Delhi. Yeah, it's funny how you make like no money. That it's just like we live in this weird economy where it's like max tax the nobles. That make you like even in this round, you just like all your money. That's why I think having high, like I think maybe we live in the crown, the no estate meta. I was playing as like Milan earlier and doing some like weird run, and I think that I took away like every privilege. I'm like, it kind of feels good though. I don't know. Do you guys ever do it? General's got it as a Catholic Milan. I think there might be a way to do it. I just don't understand how. I think it has to. Maybe it has to do with building some buildings in other locations, like foreign buildings. Maybe that's like a thing to look at. I don't know. But this is the run I was like messing around with earlier, where I'm like, I always keep the peasant or the freaking nobles at 1%. I'm not doing. I'm just like messing around with this campaign, but our camp power is actually not even that high. What? You allow say religion? Is it? You think that's it? I don't think it does. I don't. I think I do that. So what do? You build trade offices in other land, but they have to like love you, right? Like Everos has to love me, whoever the hell that is. Well, how much relations do you need? Why don't they let me do it? How is it not within trading range? What do you mean? Game bad. It's not a mod, it's just debug mode. And it's crash mode now. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night on that one. You know, that's a sign. So have a nice night. Take it easy.